afternoon. My name is Esther Marcos, a retired DSP in the Nigerian Police Force. I retired 2018 November, 1st November 2018. I just want to use myself as a case study. It's applicable to every other police officer that is under this dirty contributory pension scheme. So I'm using myself as a case study. After serving for 35 years, though, I joined the Nigerian Police Force at a very young age. I didn't even go there to join. I escorted a friend that, unfortunately, she was not taken. I was taken due to my height because I'm tall. But I was not even up to 16 when I joined the Nigerian Police Force. And when I retired 2018, finally, I waited for like a year plus. Then I was given 1.7 million. After 35 years, I was given 1.7 million naira. Then after waiting for another 3 months or so, then they started paying me 40,000 naira as my monthly pension. 30,000 naira. You heard me very well. I mean 40,000 naira. After giving me 1,700,000 as my gratuity for everything, after serving for 35 years. And that applies to every other policeman, policewoman.
This woman is not just a police woman. I was informed that by Sahara reporter that she was actually a DSP. She retired as a DSP barrister. A DSP. She's really an officer. DSP, I think, is what they're the ones with the 3 peeps, right?
As Deputy Superintendent of Police.
Yes, I know now. Deputy, that's 3 peeps. Is it the deputy or the one with just like equivalent of a captain in the military, right? 3 stars. Is it captain or major? Is it the one with the coat of arms? DSP.
You have ASP.
Yes, it is now.
Yes. You have ASP, DSP,
and SP.
CSP.
SP is just like a major.
SP, CSP, chief. No, you have ASP, I think ASP, CSP, DSP, and SP.
No, we don't have CSPO. Yeah, okay, we have CSP, Chief Superintendent of Police.
Chief Superintendent of Police.
Yes, we have CSP. Okay.
Before you have Chief Superintendent of Police.
Yeah, but DSP, they have about 3 peeps or thereabout. That's like
DSP captain. Is a higher rank. Let's not.
Yes, but yeah. For God's sake, someone served the Nigeria Police Force and retired as an officer. The woman was paid 1.7 million naira as gratuity. About $1,000, for God's sake, for working for the government for 35 good years, barrister. And we have similar situation. Thereafter, she's being paid right now 40,000 as a pension. Barrister, why I brought up this issue is because this is one of the reasons, if not the key, if not the reason, why civil servants are corrupt, are stealing at any and every opportunity they find. They want to amass wealth for themselves. We've talked about the corruption in the judiciary. We've talked about the corruption in with the civil servants or whatever. Barrister, I don't know. I do not always. I don't want to have anything to do. I don't always want to just in any form or shape. I don't like justifying corruption. But honestly, we really have to empathize with our civil servants, public servants generally in Nigeria. Just look at this mess. Is it not? This is the reason why all of them wants to amass wealth, because at the end of the day, they will retire to nothing.
Let me say that we have to be very, very cautious of taking the woman's statement hook, line, and sinker. Because I personally know that if you retire as a DSP, you will not take 1.7 million. You will take far, far more. I presently am handling the case of a person who retired as an inspector and was paid 3 point something million.
Oh, really?
And we are challenging the police that he was not paid his correct entitlements. I'm drafting those processes as we speak. So we have to be cautious about taking her statement that she was paid 1.7 million. Now, from what she said, I understand that it was through this
Pension scheme.
pension scheme. Now, what happens is there are many pension companies or pension administrators. While you are in service, it is called contributory pension. A certain amount of money is being taken from your salary with a matching amount by the government or the institution where you are working. It's all sent to these pension administrators. When you retire, what they do is they can pay you 20% of your money, of your cumulative pensions,
Yes.
and then spread the remaining 80% by monthly installments. Sometimes they pay you 40%, sometimes 50%. The modalities for deciding what the percentage to pay is what I do not really understand fully. But I did a case where somebody retired from prison, a lady retired from prison, and they insisted on paying her 20%, and we wrote them that they should pay her 50% and then spread the other one. When they are spreading monthly, if the lesser percentage they pay you, the greater amount you receive monthly. The higher percentage they pay you, the lesser monthly payment you get from your pension. So this issue of this woman has to be looked into. And secondly, you have to remember that when you are going, if you have debts with your organization, they have to be defrayed from your entitlement. So we have to look at her story very well and get more facts, because it does not add up that a police officer, a Nigerian police officer, as of today, 2018 is relatively recent. As of today, a DSP will retire and get 1.7 million. I can assure you, even a private in the police that stayed for 35 years will earn more than what she is talking about, more than that 1.7 million. Even a private will earn more than that. So I took her own statement with a lot of caution. Like, okay, it is better to know the full circumstances and facts before commenting
but
on
do
that.
you think, because I think like you, I sometimes I exercise caution, but anytime I see, it depends on who posts the content. But there are some platforms that I don't, when I see content like that, I just flip through. But Sahara reporters, I think they've been,
Please,
remember,
I remember that you cannot even join the police when you are 15 or 16. So
yeah, in
there are
fact,
issues,
when I
issues
heard that
that
from her too, I felt
issues that need to be interrogated from
yeah, but
state.
again, like me, I read it on Sahara Reporters platform. Is it possible? Because Sahara Reporter has been, the truth is, but they've been relatively forthcoming with with specific and true information. They are not a kind of, at least we don't know Sahara. I don't know, at least for me, I don't know Sahara Reporters as a propaganda kind of platform. They've been, most of the things that the news they came out with to the public has always been, has most times been the true picture of things. Because I actually came across this whole thing on their platform. Are you telling me that they did not? Is it possible for Sahara reporters that are so experienced with news to just get a story and publish it, receive a story and publish it without at least getting basic information of the true story, true picture of what actually took place before they publish?
It's very possible, and they do it frequently. Not just Sahara reporters, most journalists and organizations
I
do
thought
that
Sahara
by
reporters
way
don't do
of.
that.
No, they do it. They do it. They do it by way of provoking a response. Somebody comes and tells you the story. Now, in the real journalistic sense, you are supposed to dig and investigate before you put it to press. But when dealing with government agencies that hardly cooperate with pressmen in terms of securing information, what they do is let's put it on the public and expect a response from the authority concerned. When I read the news, I have been waiting for a response from the police. I believe that they will respond, but
When
unfortunately,
did you
up to
watch
this,
it? When did you get the news?
I think about either within the week. It's not more than within the week, but I believe it's
So it's
within the
been
week that.
days. It's been days. Yet the police
Mm.
authority has not responded.
When I read the news, red flags came in, and I was like, let me see if police will come out to refute or respond to this, because it didn't add up from what I know, from information I have. It didn't add up, but I said it's better to let the police come up with a response, because the woman has put everything in the public domain. So I expect a response from the PPRO of the police on this issue. But I can assure you that even a private in the police retiring after 35 years, 35 years is the maximum you can serve in the force. You either reach 60 years and retire, or you serve for 35 years and retire. Even a private retiring at that level, that is the highest level of pension that you can get. 35 years. Even a private will receive more than that amount.
All right, Barrister. Thank you very much. I think let's move to the next topic. I think we're done with that. Anyway, I think you are right. Before we move to the next topic, this woman issue. Well, you are right somehow, but my own conviction is that for Sahara reporters to take this news and run with it, I think she may be. And besides, 35 years ago, do you know? Yes, 16 years is too young. Nigeria will not take a 16-year-old woman, sorry, girl into the force. But 35 years ago, barrister, that was old. You think police force was that at that point was that?
It was more strict. See, it was more strict than now. Now you can even slip into the force at that age, but before it would have been nearly impossible. Remember, 35 years or so ago, if you went even primary school, if you are too young, they will not admit you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
I remember you have to do
you
your
will
hand
put
like
your
this.
hand. If you couldn't reach there, you will not be
Yeah.
admitted.
You're
And
right
the
anyway.
police of those days were not young people. They were not. They were relatively grown up.
Yeah.
So,
Adults.
but now, because of the way things are, it's easier to slip into it than that time.
Yeah, okay. All right. I think you're right. Anyway, like you said, police authority will eventually come out with something. Let's see. I hope she's lying, because if she's not, then of course civil servants will keep stealing. That's the unfortunate situation. Even though there should be no excuse for theft.